So I'm going to prepare something which is very much Italian in origin, but very, very popular now throughout the States, rather globally. It's a classic preparation, but once you make it, and the happiness quotient that will rise when you serve it to your guests is just amazing. So let's cook some spaghetti meatballs with tomato sauce. So let's first start with the meatballs. Here I've got some mince. Now I'm going to add an egg, some breadcrumbs for the body and binding, some finely chopped garlic, freshly ground black pepper. So I'm just adding a bit of mustard sauce here, some salt for the seasoning, and here is my secret ingredient, is nice golden fried onion, and for the hint of spiciness, I'm just adding one finely chopped red chilli and goes in bam. Now let's mix this thoroughly. So once this is gone through, so let's take some rosemary. So let's chop this. Fresh flavor from the rosemary. So let's just get this going nicely. Once all the herbs, every seasoning, all the ingredients are nicely mixed through, and roll them into balls. So this size is good enough because when you cook it, it will still go slightly smaller as they will shrink. Let me have a pan heating up. Back to the oil. With that, a good dollop of butter. We'll start dropping this in very lightly. Nice. So I'm just slightly rolling this once in my pan so that they should get color from all sides. They should nicely sear from all sides. Lovely. We'll cook them on a medium heat. So I'm going to transfer it to my smaller burner. In the meanwhile, let's get to making the sauce. What I've got here is tomatoes, which I've just blanched, as in boiled in hot water for literally a minute and taken off the skins. So I'll take 2 of them and then just roughly chop them up. Getting back to my pan, once again a good amount of drizzle of the olive oil, some chopped garlic, a lot of it actually, I love garlic. Maybe just 1 fresh red chili, just for a little bit spice. Once the chilies and garlic are in, time to sweat some onion. Just sweat it. Nice. Now time to put in this chunky bits of tomatoes. And with that, I'm just using some canned chopped tomatoes as well to give the sauce a more body, a more liquid. And mind you, this has got some sliced olives into it, which is good for the added flavor. Again, a bit of puree for the body. So just some tomato puree. You can use tomato juice if you like. So my chunky tomato sauce is almost ready there. Time to add some seasoning and some herbs. So just some salt here and then some cracked pepper. Just a little bit of honey to neutralize the sour taste. That's it. Lovely jubbly. And if it's too dry or if you think a lot of water has gone through, I'm going to add some water to get a nice liquid saucy texture to my sauce. Once this is through, yep, the meatballs are almost cooked here. By now they should be around 70 to 75% cooked, but the remaining of the cooking, which is actually stewing, will happen in the sauce. So all the flavors now that are coming out from these meatballs will integrate very well with the sauce and vice versa. So you're going to get a great combination. And for tomato sauce, there's nothing better than using fresh basil. So let's take some fresh leaves of basil. Let it just cook. Let this pan for the spaghetti come in here. Some olive oil. Let's throw in some garlic, chopped garlic. What I'm doing is this boiled spaghetti that I'd already made around a portion. I'm just putting it in here. I'm just sprinkling some water. Again, a bit of salt on this, some cracked pepper, lovely, and all the green chopped parsley that goes in. Back to tossing it. So nicely stir it through. If you like, you can also throw in some black olives or green olives. So this is almost done now. What do we do next? With the help of a fork, we'll try and turn the spaghetti in the center of the plate nicely. And let's just take the fork out, and with the sauce and the meatballs on either sides of the spaghetti. Just a variation to the plating. Makes life more exciting, isn't it? Nice. And just few flakes of cheese on here and some here. So my spaghetti with nice juicy succulent meatballs and chunky tomato sauce is absolutely made to perfection. Just go ahead and make this one, and I'm sure your guest, everybody's going to get really happy by eating this.